Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polkadot. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we have a massive resistance level, and we talked about this in the previous update. Now on the weekly chart, it shows up as 930 because that's where the candle closure is. And on the daily chart here, it's going to be 950. So once we break above that resistance level there and we solidify above it, that pretty much for me confirms the bear market bottom here. So this would be $3.58, and that would confirm that we have broken out of this bear market officially, and a backtest of support right at $9.50 would be a perfect confirmation of that. So first we do need to break out, backtest, move to the upside. Now you can notice that we are potentially printing some sort of a cup over here, and right now, if we get rejected from the $9.50 area, we could start printing the handle. That could be a small channel down pattern taking us down to, let's say, $9, maybe $8.50. From there, we're going to see a nice explosion to the upside. Hopefully, that's one of the possible scenarios here based on what I'm seeing on the chart. If you still don't have any Polkadot, you could buy, obviously you could buy at these prices, but compared to where they were back in October 2022, we're up 156%. Now, Polkadot is lacking behind everyone else. So arguably this is a still good entry point if you don't have any coins. But if most of your tokens were purchased, at $5, $4, $6, then you don't really have to buy. There are other projects you can look into, especially within the Polkadot ecosystem. But if you're really eager to get more Polkadot and stake those coins, feel free to do that at $9.27 right now. But I would not be buying anything above $9.50. So once again, once we break above $9.50 and solidify above that level, it's pretty much confirmed that we're out of the bear market and we're going to be moving to the upside from here. Taking a look at the daily RSI, we are in the overbought right now, so short term, this is not a very good entry point, right? Because you're overextended on the daily away from the 20 EMA. The RSI is showing us that the asset is overbought. So usually in this case, I would wait for a pullback, and the 20 EMA here would be your optimal entry point. But that doesn't mean we cannot continue this current move to the upside, print a local top, and then have that pullback. That's also a possibility, right? Because the RSI just broke into the overbought. We could still do something like this and then come back down, right? And then have the pullback. So this could obviously reflect on the chart as well. We could see a pullback, something like this, and then a move back down, or let's say move back down to $9. That was a bit too deep, but you get the idea, is that we don't know if this is the local top yet. What we can do as well is set up a Fibonacci retracement, and you can see that the target at the 1.618 fib is going to be $11.59, and this is based on this fractal here with the bottom in January 2024 and the top in December 2023. So if we print that, a price tag there, $11.60 from where we are right now, that is a 25% move to the upside. So we would be targeting that only if we broke above $9 and 20-30-ish cents here. But overall, I'm bullish on Polkadot. I'm still holding and staking my tokens. And right now I want to switch over to the weekly chart to take a look at some long-term targets. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. All right, now switching over to the weekly chart. So obviously we broke above this pink resistance trend line. We talked about that in the previous update. You can see we had one touch in August 2022, another touch in February 2023, and once again, we had a bit of a back test in November, then a roll over to the 20 EMA on the weekly. From there, we exploded into that local top by the end of December 2023. So over here, you can see we have highlighted the two points of contact with the resistance level that we just spoke about. And our target based on this Fibonacci retracement right now, or our immediate target after breaking out, would be $10.28, and that's based on the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. Now this fib is set up from the bottom here in October 2023 to the all-time high back in November 2021 on the weekly chart, and you can see our minimal target is sitting at $107. So that would be a very, very good price to get to an optimal exit point, but that doesn't mean you have to be holding your entire bag until $100. So you can start taking profits along the way as you keep going up. That way your average is going to be somewhere around $80, let's say, and you can still sell some coins at $100 and maybe even leave some past that in case we continue pumping. I'm very excited for the Polkadot 2.0 update. I'm looking at some of the comments and people don't really have any faith in Polkadot anymore, and I understand because the price action hasn't been the greatest, so to speak, but that does not mean things can't change, or that does not mean that we're not going to be moving to the upside within the realms of this bull market. Some people don't even think we're going to be getting back to the all-time high, which I think is ridiculous. Polkadot is one of the best layer 0 blockchains we have, and a direct competitor to Cosmos Atom, of course. And I'm really excited to see what Polkadot 2.0 brings to the table. Now, we do have the bullish cross on the weekly chart, which is when the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 EMA. We also broke out of this falling wedge, as you can see, and we took out the target perfectly. So if you would want to enter, I would probably say wait for the 20 EMA retest on the weekly. That would be your optimal entry point. Now on the RSI, we haven't broken into the overbought yet. The stochastic is starting to wick into the overbought. The MACD is just about to get a moving average squeeze. As you can see, the moving average just bounced off the red signal line, and your buy signal was here in October 2023 around these bottom prices at $4 or so. And we are getting a bit more volume coming into Polkadot, which is nice to see. And I think there is going to be a lot of demand after Polkadot 2.0. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Hopefully more projects are going to come to Polkadot and are going to start building, because it's going to be more accessible to everyone. Now, if you're looking to take profits earlier and you just, maybe want to sell midway through the pump for some reason, $19 over here is the golden ratio. So that's the 0.618 Fibonacci level, and we could obviously get to that level there and have a retracement, because we kind of did that over here in 2022, and we could have another rejection from $19 here in 2024. Now, don't expect 100x, don't expect a 50x from this project. This is a high cap altcoin, and this is not a low cap project that's going to go parabolic, but hopefully we can see nice growth, because we haven't really seen a proper bear and bull market for Polkadot. We just got listed here back in September, August 2020, and then we went into the bull market immediately. But right now, the project is much more organized, much better, and people are more aware of what's going on. So hopefully this does very well. Let me know what are your average buy-in prices, and let me know what are your targets to the upside during the bull market. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.